life has never been about waiting for the perfect conditions, the perfect timing, or the perfect opportunities. Life is about learning to rise above, even when the odds are against you. Even when the storm rages louder than your voice. Even when your heart feels heavy with doubt and fear. Every person walking this earth carries struggles. Some visible, some hidden deep within. But what separates those who merely survive from those who thrive is not the absence of hardship. It is the ability to transform that hardship into strength, to take the weight of life's burdens and forge from them an unbreakable resilience. Think about it. The strongest steel is forged in the hottest fire. Diamonds are created under immense pressure. Seeds must push through soil and darkness before reaching the light. Struggle, my friend, is not the end. Struggle is the birthplace of strength. Too many people waste their energy wishing for an easier life. But the truth is, it's not about wishing for less struggle. It's about developing more strength. Because when you rise above your challenges, you discover a version of yourself you never knew existed. You unlock power that was dormant, waiting for adversity to awaken it. Every obstacle you face holds within it a hidden opportunity. The pain of failure holds the lesson of persistence. The sting of rejection teaches resilience. The weight of loss teaches appreciation for what remains. You see, the very struggles you want to run from are the ones shaping you into the person capable of greatness. Struggles are not chains that hold you down. They are chisels that shape your character. And the truth is, you can't build muscle without resistance. You can't build courage without fear. You can't build perseverance without trials. So let me remind you, your struggles do not define you, but how you respond to them does. You can choose to let them crush you, or you can choose to rise above and let them refine you. Every setback is a setup for a stronger comeback. Every hardship is an invitation to grow stronger, wiser, and more unstoppable than before. You might feel broken today, but broken pieces can still create a masterpiece. You might feel tired today, but strength is built when you push one step beyond tired. You might feel like giving up today, but understand that the moment you want to quit is often the very moment life is about to shift in your favor. Don't stop. Don't give in. Don't believe the lie that you're not capable enough. You are stronger than you think, braver than you feel, and more resilient than you know. Life is going to test you. It's going to throw storms, setbacks, disappointments, and heartbreaks. But here's the truth. The same storm that tries to drown you can teach you how to swim. The same fire that tries to burn you can purify you. The same mountain that looks impossible to climb can give you the strength and the vision from the top. When you rise above, you don't just survive, you transform. So the question is not whether you will face struggles. The question is, will you rise above them? Will you use them as excuses to stop, or as reasons to keep going? Will you let them bury you, or will you use them as the soil in which you grow? You are not defined by your scars, you are defined by the courage it took to heal from them. You are not defined by your failures, you are defined by the strength it took to rise again. You are not defined by what you've lost, you are defined by what you continue to fight for. This is your reminder that your struggles are not signals of weakness. They are invitations to rise above, to become stronger, wiser, and more unstoppable than you've ever been. Because on the other side of struggle is growth. On the other side of pain is strength. And on the other side of every storm is a clearer, brighter sky. When you think back on the moments that shaped you most, they weren't the times when everything was easy. They weren't the days filled with comfort and convenience. They were the days you were tested. The nights you cried yourself to sleep but woke up anyway. The mornings you wanted to stay in bed, but chose to rise and face the day. The failures that stung but taught you lessons you couldn't have learned otherwise. The paradox of life. The very things that break you down are the same things that build you up. Struggle is the greatest teacher you will ever have. It strips away illusions and forces you to discover who you truly are. When everything is taken away, when you have nothing left but your willpower, that is when you find out how strong your spirit truly is. Struggle pushes you to the edge, and in that moment, you realize the edge is not where you end, it's where you learn to fly. Some people spend their lives running from struggle, hiding from pain, and avoiding challenges. But here's the reality. You can't outrun life. You can't dodge every hardship. And if you try, you'll live small, safe, and unfulfilled. Greatness is never born in comfort. Comfort zones don't create champions. Comfort zones create mediocrity. If you want to rise above, you must embrace struggle, face it head on, and allow it to shape you. Think about the tallest trees in the forest. They didn't grow tall because they avoided the wind. They grew tall because they stood firm against the storms. Their roots grew deeper with every struggle. The same is true for you. Your roots grow deepest when the winds of adversity blow hardest. Every challenge is your opportunity to strengthen your foundation. Every storm is your chance to grow taller. So don't despise the struggle. Don't curse the hardship. Don't believe the lie that your pain means you're not worthy of success. Pain is proof you're alive, growing and moving forward. Pain is the price of transformation. The caterpillar must struggle inside the cocoon before it becomes a butterfly. The seed must break open before it becomes a tree. You too must endure the breaking before you discover your wings. And remember, your struggle is not just for you. The strength you gain becomes hope for others. The lessons you learn become wisdom for others. The victories you win become inspiration for others. When you rise above, you show others that it is possible. You become a lighthouse for those lost in the storm, a living example that no matter how dark it gets, light is still possible. This is why you must not give up. Because your story isn't just about you, it's about everyone who will be inspired by your perseverance. There is someone out there who needs your testimony. Someone who needs to see that struggle can be transformed into strength. Someone who needs proof that rising above is possible. So don't let your struggles silence you. Let them amplify your voice. Don't let them chain you. Let them liberate you. Don't let them weaken you. Let them forge you into steel. Because every time you rise above, you prove that nothing can hold you down unless you let it. You are capable of more than you realize. You have survived things you thought would destroy you. You have endured storms that once seemed endless. You have risen from disappointments that once broke your heart. You are not fragile, are resilient. You are not weak, you are powerful. And every struggle you've faced has been preparing you for the greatness ahead. When life knocks you down, rise. When fear whispers in your ear, rise. When doubt clouds your vision, rise. When failure stings, rise. Because rising above is not about never falling, it's about never staying down. And the beautiful thing about rising above is this. The more you do it, the stronger you become. What once seemed impossible becomes your new normal. What once terrified you becomes your new strength. And what once broke you becomes the foundation of your power. So let this be your declaration. I will rise above. No matter what comes my way, no matter how hard it gets, no matter how heavy the burden, I will rise above. Because my struggles are not my end, they are my beginning. They are not my prison, they are my training ground. They are not my defeat, they are my fuel. There will always be moments in life when the weight feels unbearable, when the road ahead looks endless and the voice inside your head whispers, you can't do this anymore. But those are the exact moments when you are closest to a breakthrough. The struggle feels hardest right before the tide turns, right before the light breaks through the clouds, right before victory arrives. Think of the miner who dug for years in search of diamonds. Day after day, swing after swing, all he found was dirt and rock. Tired and discouraged, he gave up and walked away just 3 feet from treasure. What if he had persisted just a little longer? How often do we stop just short of our breakthrough because the struggle feels too heavy? The lesson is clear. Do not quit when it gets hardest. That is the signal you are near something greater than you can imagine. Struggles are not obstacles blocking your path, they are the path. Every champion you admire has walked through struggle. Every success story you celebrate has chapters of pain, rejection, and failure. The world remembers the glory, but behind the glory is always a story of struggle. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. Oprah Winfrey was told she wasn't fit for television. Thomas Edison failed over 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb. Their stories remind us that struggle is not the opposite of success, it is the foundation of it. The truth is, struggle teaches you things success never could. Success can make you comfortable. Struggle makes you capable. Success can make you arrogant. Struggle makes you humble. Success can be fleeting. Struggle makes you enduring. It chisels away at the unnecessary, hardens your spirit, and reveals your truest self. And while you may feel alone in your struggle, know this. You are never truly alone. Millions before you have faced similar trials, and millions after you will face their own. The human story is a story of rising above. Every invention, every movement, every act of courage came because someone chose to face struggle instead of surrendering to it. So, when life tests you, don't ask, why me? Instead, ask, why not me? Why shouldn't I be the one to endure this and emerge stronger? Why shouldn't I be the one to show others what's possible? Why shouldn't I be the one to rise above? That shift in perspective turns victims into victors, pain into purpose, and struggle into strength. And remember, your strength is not built in moments of applause, but in moments of silence, when no one is watching, when no one is cheering, when it's just you and the weight of your struggle when you are building the strength that the world will one day see. Do not underestimate the power of small victories. Rising above is not always about giant leaps. Sometimes it's about simply taking one more step. Sometimes it's about surviving one more day. Sometimes it's about refusing to let go of hope when everything around you says to give up. And over time, those small acts of rising above accumulate into extraordinary resilience. One day, you will look back at the struggles that once seemed unbearable and realize they were the very things that equipped you to stand tall. You will see that what once felt like punishment was preparation. You will understand that the storm you thought would drown you was the storm that taught you how to sail. So keep moving forward, keep believing, keep rising above, because every struggle you endure today is building the strength you will need tomorrow. There is a truth that few will tell you. Greatness is not reserved for the chosen few. It's reserved for the ordinary people who make extraordinary choices in the middle of their struggles. People who decide, I will not break here. I will not quit here. I will not let this define me negatively. I will rise above. Think of the seed buried beneath the soil. It's covered in darkness, pressed down by the weight of earth, unseen and forgotten. Yet in that pressure, in that struggle, the seed grows roots. It pushes upward, breaking through the soil, reaching toward the light. Without the darkness and weight, the seed would never become a tree. Your struggles are that soil. They are the environment in which your strength and resilience are born. But rising above doesn't just mean surviving, it means thriving. It means choosing to learn, to adapt, to grow stronger instead of growing bitter. Many people go through struggles, but not everyone rises above them. Some let the weight crush them. Others use the weight to build muscle. The difference lies in perspective. Struggle asks you a simple question. Will you let this make you weaker, or will you let this make you stronger? If you choose strength, every failure becomes feedback. Every rejection becomes redirection. Every loss becomes a lesson. Suddenly, what once looked like pain becomes a gift, because it's carving you into someone unstoppable. Remember, there is no testimony without a test. There is no triumph without a trial. There is no rising without something to rise above. When you embrace this truth, you no longer run from struggles, you face them head on, knowing they are part of the process of becoming your fullest self. And here's the beauty. The higher you rise, the more you inspire others to do the same. When people see you endure, they realize they can endure too. When they see you rise above what was meant to destroy you, they realize their own struggles don't have to define them either. Your rise is not just for you, it's for everyone who looks to you for hope, even silently, even from a distance. So let your scars shine. Do not hide them. They are proof that you have battled and survived. They are reminders that pain did not defeat you. They are evidence that you have risen above before and you can do it again. Life's struggles will never disappear completely. But that's not the goal. The goal is not a life without struggle, but a life where you become so strong, so resilient, so full of perseverance, that no struggle can hold you down. You rise, and you rise, and you rise again, each time higher than before. Every single struggle you face is shaping you into someone greater than you were yesterday. Struggles are not stop signs, they are signposts pointing toward growth. Every obstacle is not there to block you, but to force you to find a new way forward, to unlock creativity, persistence, and resilience you didn't even know you had. When you think about it, the people you admire most are not the ones who had everything handed to them. They are the ones who were forged in fire, who endured heartbreak, setbacks, betrayals, and failures, and still rose above it all. Greatness is not built in comfort, it's built in adversity. So the next time life pushes you down, don't just lie there. Ask yourself, what is this teaching me? How can this make me stronger? How can I rise above this moment? Then stand tall. Take one more step, breathe one more breath, fight one more round. Because sometimes, victory is simply refusing to quit. Your future self is waiting for you on the other side of this struggle. The person you are becoming, the stronger, wiser, more resilient version of you cannot exist without the struggles you are facing today. So instead of resenting them, embrace them. See them as necessary chapters in your story of triumph. And when you finally rise above, when you look back on everything you endured, you will realize the struggles weren't there to break you. They were there to build you. They were the very foundation of your strength, the fire that refined your character, the storms that shaped your soul. So rise. Rise when it hurts. Rise when it's dark. Rise when you feel like you have nothing left. Rise for yourself. Rise for those who believe in you. Rise for the world that needs your example. Because your struggles are not the end of you, they are the beginning of your unstoppable strength. Rise above, always.